Everyone, and welcome to my channel. We're going to start out with a clean base, sanitized. I have my gloves that I'm going to put on. We're going to be making lip gloss lipstick base. So we're going to use the double boiler technique. I have a clean bowl that I'm going to place on the pot filled with water, hot water. We're going to start out with the Candelaria wax. We're going to do 2 teaspoons of that. In a normal portion setting, we would just use 1 teaspoon. But since I'm going to double the portion so it can last longer, obviously, we're going to do 2 teaspoons. So that's the first wax we're going to use. The next wax that we're going to use is going to be the Caranuba, I believe I'm pronouncing it right, wax, Caranuba. So with that wax, we're going to use the same measurements. We're going to use 2 teaspoons. In the normal portion size, I would just use 1. So we're going to double it. So all of the measurements as throughout this whole video is going to be doubled. So this one is going to be 2 teaspoons. Okay, so next, we're going to start with our oils. The first oil that we're going to be using is going to be castor oil. So with the castor oil, normal setting, it will be 2 tablespoons. So we're going to do 4. We're going to do 4 tablespoons of the castor oil. So at this point, as you can see, the eye is on. The water at that point should have been hot. It was hot, just heating up. So sometime during the video, you're going to see that I readjusted to make, to get things going so that we can have a high level of, the heat so we can get things cooking. So after the castor oil, our next oil that we're going to use is going to be the sweet almond oil. So with the sweet almond oil, same thing, we're going to do a total of 4 tablespoons. In a normal setting, it will be 2. So we're going to do 4 tablespoons of the sweet almond oil. So once you've completed that, we're going to go to the next oil, which is going to be the avocado oil. And make sure before you're pouring your oil, make sure you give it a good shake. I was just going to say that. Make sure you shake those oils up. Make sure you get everything so you get the full effect of the oil. So of course we're going to do 4 tablespoons like the other oils. In a normal setting, it would be 2. So we're doubling it up. So our next oil is going to be the coconut oil. So coconut oil, same thing. It's going to be a total of 4 tablespoons. So the reason we're using a lot of oils is because we want that base to be of a moisturizing butter-like base. We don't want we have wax in here, so we don't want it to be hard. We want it to be moisturizing. So in order to get things moisturized, you got to add those oils. So that's why we're adding so many oils. So the next ingredient is going to be the isododecane. We say ISO. So ISO, we're going to, in a normal setting, it will be 1 teaspoon. However, we're going to do 2 teaspoons. We're just doubling it up. So with the ISO just basically brings everything together. When you use it in lipstick, it is to bring everything together, right? So it's the same thing here. So we just want to bring all that. Next product is going to be is going to be vitamin E oil. In a normal setting, it will be 2 drops. However, we're going to double that, so it's going to be 4 drops of the vitamin E oil. So as you can see, I forgot that we doubled it, so I went back and put 2 additional drops. So after that, I'm going to give it a good stir. We still have 1 more oil that we're going to incorporate. And it's just the castor oil. We're going to go back in with some more castor oil. We just want this mixture to be moisturizing. That's our key. Moisture, moisture, moisture. We want it to be beneficial for our base. So we're going to go back in with 4 tablespoons of the castor oil. 4 additional tablespoons of the castor oil. And after that, we're done. We're just waiting for everything to melt down, to incorporate into each other, and just become a liquid. Once it becomes a liquid, we take it off the heat, and then we'll pour it into our bowl, our storage bowl. So I'm new to this world, to the lipstick lip gloss world. However, so I'm just trying to see what works best for me. Trying to see, if I make more product, I can cut that part, cut things short. It's all about finding shortcuts, I'm noticing. So if I can make my base and just have that base there, then so be it. Okay, so at this point, everything has melted down. I'm going to bring the camera to you so closer. Everything's melted down. So I'm going to it's time to remove it from the heat. I turned it off. Now we're going to remove the base from the heat. And then we can pour it in for storage. Now you can see me grabbing it. It's not that hot. To some people it may be hot, but for it wasn't hot, so I was able to lift it up. I just wanted to move everything out the way before I did it. But I was able to lift it up. I'm mixing that product around, making sure everything is liquid. I was able to lift it up and pour it into that storage bin. It's to the right consistency. We're going to pour it in to our storage container. And you let that, I'm not going to use it tonight, but if I were to use it tonight, I will let that solidify. You're going to let it solidify. You're going to let everything, come together and become a solid. So I'm putting the top on for storage. So I'm not using this tonight. However, I will use it later on. So there we have it. Once it solidifies, we're good. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you all. Have a good day. Bye-bye.